Yo, what's good to YouTube? It's your boy Lalo here with a brand new video, and as always, I'm back at it with another banger, man. And in today's video, I'm gonna be bringing you guys two story times on the times where I almost died, cause I'm dumb and I almost died like hella times. So I'm gonna bring you guys two other times I almost died, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a good one. So make sure y'all sit back, get comfy, and enjoy the story time. I bet. So this first story took place back when I was a shorty, man. I don't remember like what age I was exactly, but I remember I was a kid because I almost died, man. That shit was scary as hell. But I remember I was like 7 or 8, and yeah, man, when I was 7 or 8, I used to love playing soccer. Soccer was my thing. If you guys play soccer, let me know what position y'all play in the comments, folks. I used to be a forward, like I used to be in a team and all that. So I used to be outside playing soccer every day. And one of the things I used to do was I used to practice outside, and I used to practice on my porch because I had a decent sized porch, and I was able to kick the ball off the porch, off the wall, and I was just able to play on my porch without having to leave the crib, you know? So usually I'll just go outside and I just play on the porch, practice, and do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? So on this day, I was doing the same thing, same old, same old. I went outside, started practicing, I started playing soccer, woo. And as I was kicking the ball on one of the kicks, I remember I wanted to kick it off the house and back to me, but I ended up kicking the ball a little too hard, and it hit the house and ended up falling down the stairs and onto the road, right? So I'm gonna put a picture of how the trailer looks on the screen so y'all could get an idea. And yeah, the house looks like that. So boom, I seen my ball roll down the stairs and it crosses the other street, you know. So obviously, if I wanted to go get my ball, I had to go down the stairs, across the street to get my ball, right? So that's what I was doing. That's what I did. I went down the stairs, and for some reason on this day, in my head, I thought in my head too. I was like, should you check the street before you cross it? And I was like, nah, no cars come through this street, cause the street was, I'm not gonna say lonely, but not many cars like cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Not on my street, basically. So it was pretty lonely, I guess you could say. And I told myself, I'm like, nah, you don't gotta check it. You know what I'm saying? So I kept walking straight, and I got close to the sidewalk, right? And I guess me overthinking, or I wasn't paying attention, or I don't know what happened, bro. But I fell. I slipped onto the road, right? On some weird shit. Like I just remember like falling and landing on my two hands, right? And when I landed on my two hands, I looked to my right side. I seen the front bumper and the wheel of a car. Yes, folks. A car almost ran over just my head. Literally just my head. And it was like, I want to say like 5 feet. It was so close to hitting me like in my head. Like I was so close to getting it, just my head ran over. You know what I'm saying? I remember I just looked to my right and I seen the front bumper of a car, bro, and the wheels. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I just got up fast as fuck and I pushed myself back. And then the dude cursed my ass out. He was like, you stupid ass kid, watch where you running. And then for some reason on this day, my big brother was outside. And because he never was outside, but this day he was outside, and he heard that dude saying stuff to me. So he came from fixing it. He was over there fixing his car, and he came towards me, and he was like, what the fuck you say? Fuck you, learn how to drive. And then they started like cursing at each other, right? And me, I was a little kid. I didn't know what to like do. I didn't know what to say. I was so scared. I'm just right there, my heart beating full. I'm about to cry. I'm over here just thinking in my head like, bro, my family almost just seen my head like get ran over. Like I was just thinking that in my head. I'm like, bro, this was so close to just being a like the worst thing ever. Like, bro, imagine my parents would have came out to that, or like imagine that would have happened to me, bro. That shit would have been crazy. That shit would have been tough, bro. My brains would have been splattered all over the floor. And the sad part about it was it would have been just my head. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy as hell. I still think about that to this day. I thank God that dude stopped. Even though he cursed me out, I don't give a fuck. He had the right to, bro. If I was him, I would have cursed me the fuck out too, you know, because dumbass little kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, check the street. And you gotta be careful, you know, especially when you're crossing the street, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm just so thankful this dude ended up stopping so close before he ran over my head, man. And yeah, man, I remember I just went inside. I forgot all about that soccer ball until later in that day. And yep, later in that day when I went to go get my ball, I checked both sides of the street twice. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, folks, I learned my lesson. When people say check the street, like before you cross it, check the street before you cross it. Always check both ways. Always, always, always. It doesn't matter if it's a lonely ass road, folks, because that's what I thought. And look what happened to me, folks. So yeah, man, y'all gotta be careful crossing the damn streets, folks. So yeah, that first story time was crazy, folks. I almost literally splattered my brains in front of the whole fam, bro. That shit was crazy, folks. So yeah, I bet. So the second time I almost died was at the beach, folks. And this story time took place back when I was like 9 or 10. I was a shorty too. I'm not gonna lie. I remember. I was with, what am I gonna name him? Fuck it, Joe. That's the only thing that comes to my mind. Joe. So I remember on this day, it was me and my boy Joe, and we were really close, really cool homies, right? Our families were really close and really cool too. So in the summer when we would go to the beach, their family would come with us, you know. And yeah, I was always with my boy Joe. And on this summer, we went to the beach, you already know. Had a good old time, you already know. We had the carne asada, all that shit on, folks. But yeah, so we ate. After we got done eating, we went to the beach. We decided to get into the water, right? So we're in the water, we're playing. I remember we had a soccer ball. We were just throwing it around, and yeah, we're just in there boring for like an hour, just playing in the water, just chilling. And then I noticed, right, my homies over there talking to some girls, right? And I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, they looking kind of decent, you know? And me, I'm stupid, bro. I was a little kid. I was like 10. And my homie, he was a little older at the time. My homie, I want to say he was like, I want to say he was like 13, 14. So he had a little bit of age on me. But yeah, I seen them girls, and I seen it was a couple. It was like 3 or 4. And it was just my homie. So I wasn't going to be that weird motherfucker just left out. So I said, hold on, let me go over there, right? So, you know, they over there talking. And I go, I introduce myself. I say what's up to them. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know exactly what was said because, like, I don't remember. This was so long ago. But, yeah, I just remember saying what's up to them. And, yeah, they was cool as hell, you know. And, yeah, we just started playing with them, swimming around their area type shit, just booning with the girls, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say like 20 minutes passed, and one of these girls was like, why are we in the shallow end? Let's go to the deeper side, folks. You know what I'm saying? So slowly they started getting deeper and deeper, you know. And me, at first, I could handle it because it was like a little bit over my like waist. It was a little bit over my waist, right? And then boom, we went a little deeper. It went over my stomach, you know what I'm saying? I was chilling, you know. And then they kept wanting to go deeper. So I was like, fuck it. Boom. We went in a little deeper. The water was up to my chest. And like I said, these kids were all 13, 14, probably even 15 years old. So they all were a little bit taller than me. You know what I'm saying? And look, don't do shit to impress people. Don't do nothing. Don't fall into peer pressure. Don't do any of that shit because that's what almost took me, man. I ain't gonna lie, folks. So, let me get back into it. So, boom. These motherfuckers just want to get deeper and deeper, right? And I didn't want to disappoint anybody. I didn't want to be the only kid that couldn't go to the deep end. I didn't want to be the one that's just like, you know, the party killer type shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be with the big kids. I wanted to chill with them. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to just keep going. And that's where I fucked up. Next thing you know, I took one step back. I'm over here drinking water. Like, bro, all I remember is taking a sip of water. I couldn't feel the floor. I started panicking. I remember my hands were, I started waving my hands in the air. I'm like, what the fuck? I drank water like 2 or 3 times. I'm over here starting to go crazy. Bro, I can feel the feeling right now as I'm telling the story, bro. It was crazy as fuck. I remember I went underwater for like a second and I bounced back up, and then I just kept waving my hands in the air, bro. And slowly I started pushing myself towards the shallow end, right? And I was making myself towards the shallow end barely until where I was barely able to breathe. And then finally, when I was able to poke my head out again, my homie seen me, right? And he was like, yo, what the fuck? And he swam right towards me. He grabbed me and then he pushed me towards the shallow end. But when I tell you guys, I was 20 to 30, probably 10 seconds away from fucking dying, bro, because I drank water. Like, I was under the water for like, I want to say a cool minute before my homie even see me, right? I'm under there just panicking, like, underwater, like bouncing up, getting in the air, like a breath of air. I did that like once or twice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying my hardest to stay afloat until my homie see me type shit. But yeah, that shit was crazy as hell. I remember just freaking the fuck out. My homie, he came, he grabbed me, he pushed me to the shallow end, and then everybody was looking at me. They're like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, I was just there all embarrassed and shit, you know what I'm saying? And my homie was like, "Folks, my little homie almost drowned." And then I'm over there like, no, for the one thing I ain't want to happen, bro. But see, I had to learn my lesson, because what the fuck was I doing over there trying to impress people for? You know, like, fuck that. I should have been over there having fun, you know? Instead, my dumb ass want to go over there and impress these girls, bro, you know? So I almost definitely learned my lesson. And yeah, these girls over here like, oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? And they were all there like, oh, like, are you okay? Because I was a little kid, you know? And I just felt like a little bitch, bro. I was like, no. So they ended up, we ended up being like, the shallower end. And they ended up just being there with us and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt like a bitch, I ain't gonna lie. But I mean, what can I do? I couldn't swim at the time. I was a little kid, and at least I tried. You know, I tried. I really did. But yeah, that shit was crazy as hell. And yeah, man, I really hope y'all enjoyed these story times. I really did enjoy telling you guys these story times. And yeah, if y'all did enjoy the video, I appreciate it if y'all give the video a like, comment, subscribe. You already know I appreciate each and every one of you. Also, if you fuck with COD gameplay, if you fuck with sweaty people, Fugitive, Sagsu, all them players, you know what I'm saying? Go check out my second channel, man. Go Crazy Lalo. Post some sweaty shit over there. No bad. You already know. Don't miss that out. You gonna want to check it out for sure. And yeah, man. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe. Y'all be smooth. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.